So you're driving down Route 80, just, minding your own business. And then,
smack.
yeah, exactly, smack. A tiny pebble kicks up from a truck tire. And suddenly there's this little starburst right in the middle of your windshield.
Yeah, it's pretty much the universal commuter nightmare.
It really is. Welcome to today's deep dive. We're looking at a guide from Auto Glass Solutions, and, well, our mission today is to help you figure out if that annoying little chip from your Parsippany commute is a quick fix, or if, you're suddenly looking at a full windshield replacement.
Right, and to figure that out, we actually have to look at the anatomy of modern auto glass because, windshields aren't just single panes of glass anymore.
Wait, they are?
No, they're laminated. So you have an outer layer of glass, an inner layer of glass, and then this really tough plastic interlayer sandwiched right between them.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when that pebble hits, it usually only fractures that outer layer.
That makes sense. Most of us know the basic quarter rule of thumb, right? Like, if the chip is smaller than a coin and any cracks are under 3 inches, you can just patch it.
Yep, that's the general cutoff. But if it's bigger than a silver dollar or, actively spreading or right in the driver's line of sight.
But you're basically replacing the whole thing.
Exactly. You have to.
But I have to challenge this structural integrity idea for a second. Because, if I shatter a coffee mug and glue it back together, I'm never trusting it with boiling coffee again.
Yeah, fair point.
So how does injecting liquid into shattered glass make it safe to drive at, 70 miles per hour?
Well, that's because the technicians aren't just pouring glue over the top of the glass. The whole mechanism actually relies on a vacuum seal.
A vacuum seal?
Yeah, professionals use this specialized tool to literally suck the trapped air out of those microscopic fractures. And then, once that cavity is a vacuum, they inject an advanced polymer resin.
Ah, so it penetrates all the way to the root of the microcracks.
Precisely.
Okay, so it's less like filling a pothole with asphalt and more like, injecting super glue into a fraying rope to freeze the fibers in place so they can't pull apart any further.
That is a really great analogy. And to make it nearly invisible, that polymer resin is engineered with the exact same refractive index as the glass itself.
Oh, wow, so it bends light in the exact same way.
Exactly. Once they hit that resin with UV light, it cures and hardens instantly. It bridges the gap in the glass, dissipating the kinetic energy of future impacts so the crack just cannot spread.
But wait, that vacuum seal technique only works if the fracture is empty, right? Because the second you drive your car through a Parsippany rainstorm, that void fills with road grime, washer fluid, moisture.
Yep, totally blocking the resin, which is why timing is your biggest adversary here.
So you really can't wait.
Not at all. A contaminated chip repairs far less effectively than a fresh one. And then, you have to factor in the physics of our local environment. Thermal shock is really the ultimate enemy of chipped glass.
Right, because the wild temperature swings we get around here.
Oh, yeah. Just imagine your car parked in the hot July sun. The outer layer of your windshield is heating up and expanding.
Okay.
You get in, start the car, and immediately blast the air conditioning. Now, that inner layer of glass starts contracting from the cold.
Oh, man. So you've just created a literal tug of war across that tiny chip.
You got it. You have these competing tensile stresses pulling at the glass from opposite sides. And when you add in the constant road vibrations from your daily commute.
Those microfractures simply snap.
Exactly. They don't stand a chance.
So, okay, let's unpack this for the listener's wallet. Ignoring this isn't just lazy, it's actually financially reckless, right? Because you are letting physics turn a tiny, manageable void into a massive crack right across your line of sight.
The numbers really back that up, too. A proactive resin repair is going to cost you somewhere between $50 and $150.
Which isn't terrible.
No, it's not. But once thermal shock splits that glass and compromises the whole laminated structure, a full windshield replacement will run you a staggering $200 to $800.
Oh, up to $800.
Oh, yeah. Depending on your vehicle's safety sensors, it gets pricey.
So the takeaway for you, the listener, is incredibly straightforward. Beat the thermal shock and just do not ignore the chip.
Definitely don't ignore it.
Right. And according to our source today, if you are dealing with this exact commuter nightmare, Windshield Replacement LLC serves Parsippany and the greater Newark area. You can call them directly at 862-400-3780.
Or just visit windshieldreplacementllc.com to schedule an assessment before the damage spreads.
Perfect. But before we wrap up, we want to leave you with a final thought to mull over.
Yeah, consider this before you head out on your next drive. Given how rapidly temperature swings and road vibrations weaponize existing damage, how many microscopic invisible weaknesses is your windshield accumulating right now on your daily commute, just waiting for that one single pebble to finally set them off?